Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. Today is February 25th. This reading is intended for February 26th through March 4th. Today our message is brought to us by an old 1980s icon known as the Garbage Pail Kids. They may be a little gross, they may be a little disgusting and disturbing, but they're always meant in great fun. So let's see what kind of message they have for us this week. As always, every Tuesday we do a 5-card spread just to give you an idea of some things to keep a mind out, an eye out for during the week, to think about, to process. We cut the deck. Those are our 5 cards for this week. So let's see. What's the first thing the Garbage Pail Kids want to jump out and yell at us about for this upcoming week, the last week of February? Folks, we have the Knight of Swords. Talk about jumping out and yelling. We've got this guy here on this tiger, lion, kitty thing, and he's got his swords up in the air ready to go. So the Knight of Swords tells us that it's time to prepare. It's time to have all our swords in hand, ready to go. This week, we're ready to tackle the week head on, straightforward. We're not going to take any garbage. We're not going to take any problem. And if there is a problem, you know, you see our little floater down here, the individual skull hanging out now. But yeah, we're ready. No crap given. We're taking over this week. We're running by storm. Ah, the Star. Well, maybe that's just the battle we need to get through to elevate us to the next level, the next place we need to be, which is the Star. The Star means many things, but this week what's calling to me here with this card specifically reminds me that the Star is the great creator, so to speak. They say the sun is nothing but a star. But that star gives us that energy that it gives off. Same with you this week. This week you are going to be somebody that people are going to want to soak in your energy this week. So make sure to keep it positive. Make sure to keep it strong, because you are the star this week. As we move forward, oh, the Queen of Wands. Oh. See, now this is what happens. This is kind of, to me, this is a forewarning. Because we're ready to tackle things this week. We're ready to be the star. But sometimes, if you're the star and you're the star for too long, it kind of gets to your head a little bit, doesn't it? Well, this is where the Queen of Wands comes in to remind us not to let things get to our head. Because just as quick as they go in, pop, they can come out. Not saying that great ideas won't spark from that. However, do we really want to have a numbskull moment to get here? To let these new things flourish and grow? I don't think so. I say we be mindful and make sure that we have balance with the star. Okay? So that things don't get too far out of hand and we don't, just lose our mind out the other side of our head there, right? The Seven of Swords. This is a very sword-heavy week, I see. So the Seven of Swords reminds us that sometimes we have to leave some of our safety behind. Okay? That's what this is showing us here. You see, he left a couple swords in the back to kind of fend off and handle the enemies and the problems that are behind him. And he carries the rest of the swords along the way, knowing that when those times come, when those moments happen, he may have to leave some swords behind. This is a reminder for you this week. Put your protections in place, put your safeguards in place, and trust in them. Trust in them and the universe that things are going to take care of you. Because you have those safeguards for a reason. When you put them and place them and plant them, that's where they are. That's where they need to be to best protect you at the moment. Use them. Use them wisely, but use them. And last but not least, this week we are presented here with the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins reminds us of something very clear in this image. Because you have the younger child that's somewhat of a beggar, but you have the older woman that seems fairly wealthy. And the older woman that is wealthy is passing on the 6 coins to the younger, less fortunate. Okay? This reminds us, this tells us the circle of life, the circle of things. Folks, sometimes we're the beggar, sometimes we're the giver. Don't get too caught up on either side. I talked back here about the star and balance. Don't get caught up on, you have to have balance here too. Because, how many times have you heard the story of the person who rose to the top? They had everything and they lost it all and now they're at the bottom. Right? Or the person who worked their way up. That one handout, that one help. That one gift from somebody helped them get to a point to where they can be the one giving. Folks, this reminds me, as the Garbage Pail Kids come to a close this week, this one really jumps at me and it reminds me, give when you can, take when you must. That's the message I really hear from that. And that's not just money, but that's time, that's effort, that's energy, that's love. Give when you can, as much as you can. Take when you must. It's full circle. Eventually we all must take, and we all have the opportunity to give. The question is do you complete that circle in giving as you take? Be mindful of these things. Fight your fight. Be the star, but balance. Don't let it get to your head. Good things can come from that, but we're really going to have to look for them because we shot it all out our ear. Our safeguards are in place. Don't forget to use them. They're there for a reason, and it's full circle. Give when you can, take when you must. All right, folks. With that, and the Garbage Pail Kids, we thank you for joining us again this week for another Tarot Tuesday. Until next time.